Remakes are definitely risky as they can be either a big flop or a total hit. However, these Korean drama remakes added their own touches and tweaks that made everyone love their versions more. We're starting off with one of the classic dramas that every K-drama lover has probably watched, Boys Over Flowers. The series actually already has a lot of remakes on its own, but nothing can compare to the popularity of the K-drama version. It's originally based on the Japanese manga titled Hana Yori Dango, released in 1992. By 2001, it had its first adaptation, surprisingly from Taiwan, titled Meteor Garden. 4 years later, it was then followed by a Japanese adaptation, and finally, by 2009, the South Korean version was released and started the Hallyu wave. It's so iconic that its soundtrack alone could bring back all the memories from watching this drama. Despite being the third country to do a remake, the popularity of Boys Over Flowers was over the top. It aired in 183 countries and was translated into 69 different languages. Aside from the drama's popularity, the cast members were also loved worldwide. They even held various sold-out concerts and fan meetings. In 2020, 11 years after it was aired, the drama ranked 6 out of 10 by Elle magazine on the October 2020 Best K-Dramas to Binge Watch on Netflix list. The series Romance is a Bonus Book is a remake of the 2015 US TV show Younger. The whole series is based on the 2005 novel Younger, written by Pamela Redmond Satrin. One difference between the US version and the Korean version is the main cast's backstory, but aside from that, they kept the same theme that revolved around the original one. The Korean version was able to show a typical vibe we all get from watching a K-drama, with great cinematography. Aside from that, the main cast also played a huge role in its success. Starring Lee Jong-suk and Lee Na-young, netizens were immediately drawn into watching the series. Life on Mars is a must on this list. The drama is based on the British TV series of the same name. The Korean version was released in 2018 and circles around Han Tae-ju, a leader of a crime investigation team who suddenly got to travel back in time to 1988 while in the middle of investigating a case. For those who've watched both versions, it made it feel familiar and new at the same time. The original version was already a hit, but the Korean version was so well received that it even got nominated for a few categories and more importantly won the Asian Academy Creative Award for Best Adaptation. No doubt it received a high award as it had a great plot and a touch of a Korean production. Another crowd favorite is Moon Lover's Scarlet Heart Rio. The drama is based on the Chinese novel, which first had a Chinese adaptation in 2011. The Chinese adaptation was already well loved, so people had high expectations when South Korea decided to do a remake of the show. Thankfully, expectations were met as Moon Lovers served a high-quality drama. American film production Warner Bros. Pictures also invested a huge amount, which helped the show produce this well-made series that we all love. The production was spot on, from the writing, setting, props to the costumes that made viewers watch until the very end. The drama was also a hit internationally that it even gained 2 billion views on one of China's networks, Youku, and also became the #1 K-drama in Malaysia and Singapore during its airtime. Aside from its beautiful rendition of the original one, the drama's success also owes a lot to the star-studded cast from Lee Joon-gi, IU, Nam Joo-hyuk, Baekhyun, and a lot more. Because of its popularity, up until now, fans of the show are even hoping for a second season. Another historical drama that caught everyone's attention is Mr. Queen. The drama is based on the Chinese web series Go Princess Go. What's amazing is how Mr. Queen was able to pull off a perfect combination of the historical and modern world. The drama actually got caught up in a few controversies. However, despite all that, it was still a success and was well loved by everyone. In fact, South Korea's version surpassed the popularity of the original one. Based on IMDb, Mr. Queen received a rating of 8.6 out of 10, while Go Princess Go only had a rating of 6.7. Even a year after it was aired, the drama was still a hit in Japan as it reached first place in viewership ratings across all contents through Japan's channel Wow Wow. Aside from that, the DVD for Mr. Queen topped the sales ranking of Korean videos on Amazon Japan just within a day of pre-order. But that's not all. It also took 6th place in the daily sales of worldwide videos on Japan's shopping site Rakuten. Well, this just proved the popularity of the drama and how it was well received by everyone. You Are My Destiny made us believe believe in this thing called fate. The drama was able to showcase a touch of romance, family, marriage, and one's passion. It's actually a remake of the 2008 Taiwanese drama titled Fated to Love You. Both shows were popular during their time, but South Korea's version gained more recognition because of the female lead, Jang Nara's popularity. The drama was so well loved internationally that it was also broadcast in selected countries worldwide. Jang Nara's popularity is also no joke in China, as the online broadcasting rights went for $120,000 per episode, making it the most expensive Korean drama sold in China at the time. After South Korea's remake was released in 2014, a few other countries were inspired by it and did their own version of the drama. Thailand released its version in 2017, followed by Cambodia in 2019, and last but not least, in 2020, both Japan and China released their own version as well. Of course, we can't leave behind Little Women. The drama is a rendition of the US movie of the same title, which is based on Louisa May Alcott's novel. Korea's version kept a few key points from the original one, but at the same time gave the classic story a fresh spin and made it completely unique. The main characters, the O sisters, grew up in poverty and share a profound emotional bond, which can also be seen in the March sisters from the US version. The difference between the two is how Korea was able to bring the setting into the modern world, which allowed the viewers to connect and relate with the characters more. Both versions also tackle the issues of wealth, social class, and power. But Korea's Little Women added a touch of thrill, mystery, and adventure that had all the viewers on the edge of their seats. The drama Rich Man is based on Japan's TV show Rich Man, Poor Woman. K-dramas typically have that kind of trope where there's a love story between a rich man and a poor woman, so there's no doubt South Korea's version was able to bring justice to the original one. Despite having the same plot, South Korea's version added a unique touch that made the story a bit different. The producer of the show, Min Do-shik, even pointed out what would differ from the original one. He explained that a love story and a love triangle were lacking from the original, and aside from that, he also mentioned there were a lot of things that were set up in the series but never came to fruition. With these additions to the plot, the drama received high praise and viewers loved how the story went. The main actor, Suho, is also a big factor in why the drama became a hit. With his popularity and great acting skills, viewers got attached to the drama. Another series that's probably on every K-drama lover's list is A Witch's Romance. With Park Seo-joon and Jung-hwa as the main leads, there's no doubt the drama definitely became a hit. The show is based on the Taiwanese drama, My Queen. The drama revolves around the female lead, who focuses on her work and eventually loses faith in love. She eventually got the chance to meet the male lead and became connected over the things they had in common, such as their broken hearts. Both have similar plots, but one thing that really stood out from South Korea's version are the romantic scenes. We can admit when Park Seo-joon has a romantic scene, he always makes it worth our time. A Witch's Romance was able to show a more natural love, all thanks to the great chemistry between the actors. Their steamy scenes were definitely one of the highlights that became more endearing compared to the original one. Lastly, we have Liar Game, which was based on the Japanese manga of the same title by Shinobu Kaitani. The manga had its first adaptation from Japan, which was released 7 years before South Korea's version. Since a first adaptation already exists, it's expected people would have expectations and do a lot of comparing. So with that, the scriptwriter of the drama, Ryu Young-jae, clarified that South Korea's version was not a remake of the Japanese drama but of the original manga. He also stated how the Japanese drama interpreted the manga differently, and the same goes for their production. It's a good thing the writer put on a different touch to its version, as the drama turned out a lot better. The suspense and dramatic turn of the events were on a different scale, which looked more realistic. South Korea's remake was able to bring out the suspense, thrill, mind games, and a lot of unexpected plot twists that definitely brought the viewers to the edge of their seats. Another thing that was highly praised in South Korea's version was their production. This is a given since K-dramas never fail when it comes to cinematography and high-quality production. Which one's your favorite K-drama remake? Let us know in the comments, and thank you for watching!